Hi, I'm Caroline King, the Student Body President at New Albany High School. I'm a senior and am so honored to help bring back a piece of my family, Frog-A-Nanny. Frog-A-Nanny is a modified baseball game for children with disabilities and adults with disabilities. We have people competing from the New Albany Elementary, Middle, High School, and New Haven. And we're so excited to give them the opportunity to play a baseball game.
Frog-A-Nanny. Frog-A-Nanny started in 1995. It was named for Dean Providence, whose nickname was Frog, and Nanny is for my mother, Joanne Jernigan. It was a time of dealing with grief for me, and that was a great way to get through it, was to help others by showcasing our students with disabilities. At the time, they didn't have an opportunity to show how good they were at baseball. We played a lot of baseball in PE, and so I went to the sportsplex director, and asked if they could join onto the other teams and show how they could play. And what we got from that was one game a year, where those children could get out there and show that they could play ball. To make that happen, they needed buddies, because we had students with all types of disabilities, from intellectual disabilities to other health impairments, autism, wheelchairs, you name it, we had it all. And that some of them just needed a little help. So I went to my daughter's softball team, they were 10 years old at the time, and they played for Bill Parks. And of course, Miss Horn was on that team, several others that you will probably know. And they were the buddies. They were the first buddies. The coaches were teachers. We didn't have any jerseys. We had hats that someone donated. Karen Massengill, who is now Karen Churchill, was a teaching partner of mine, and her brothers, Steve and Kevin, were instrumental in that year also. We may have had 50, I don't know, not even 50 people there, maybe 25 to watch. But the people who were there were so moved by seeing this happen that it continued. It was a big deal. And it worked great for these children. They loved it. Parents loved seeing their children get to play baseball. Of course, we modified it and made it more of a wiffle ball game, because baseballs can be dangerous. And that was the beginning of Frog-A-Nanny. And we started it in the spring, and eventually the baseball team were buddies. And then we just, after the baseball team, we would just get, I don't know who, but different people were different buddies. And I think it really made a difference in advocating for these children with disabilities, because now children with disabilities are accepted. They're part of the team. They're at the table. They have a seat at the table now. It's just a beautiful thing. And I think Frog-A-Nanny was a big part of that. It grew from a ball game to a ball game with a picnic. And Rhonda Nichols always donated the picnics. It grew from a ball game, picnic, to a parade. Leanne Thompson was the parade organizer. And it started at the sportsplex, and we just rode them around in the convertibles, and it was so much fun. And then it grew from ball game, picnic, parade. Every year it just got bigger and bigger, and more people involved, and more attention was given to these children with disabilities to show what they could do and be. And it's a beautiful thing to be a part of, and I'm just no words how happy I am that it's back, and that my granddaughter had a part of that. Caroline has just made my day by bringing Frog-A-Nanny back.
The fun will start May the 3rd at 5:30 with a player introduction, and it will continue after at 6 o'clock with a game where we have middle school competing against elementary school at 6, and then following we'll have the high school and New Haven competing against each other. We are so excited to give them the opportunity, and we really would love for you to show your support and come out next Tuesday, May the 3rd.